A Louisiana grand jury has declined to indict 3 Lafayette officers who shot and killed 31-year-old Trayford Pellerin in August of last year. Cell phone video captured police officers shooting Trayford in the back as he walked away from them outside of a Louisiana gas station. At least 10 gunshots can be heard in the video before we see officers standing over Trayford. Law enforcement has claimed their use of force was justified, saying Trayford had a knife, and they first tried to de-escalate the situation by using their tasers before firing. However, an independent autopsy done at the request of Trayford's family found no evidence that tasers were ever deployed. I'm joined now by the family's attorney, Ron Haley. Ron, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Trayford and about the night police shot and killed him.
It's really a tragic incident where you see the criminalization of Black mental health crisis. Trayford was having a mental health crisis the evening he was shot. Based on the evidence that we were able to view prior to being released at the grand jury and the evidence that we were able to see yesterday, I do not see a crime that Trayford committed while he was at the first gas station. There were 4 calls made to law enforcement basically indicating that Mr. Pellerin seemed to be bothered or something seemed to be wrong with him. They called police to the scene. By the time police came to the scene, Mr. Pellerin had already left the gas station. He is in the middle of the highway in Lafayette, Louisiana. At that time, the officer commanded Trayford to come over to his vehicle. Trayford did not comply. I did not see probable cause as to why Trayford needed to be there. Trayford began to walk away. At that time, that officer began to trail Trayford across the highway. He trails him across the highway. He deploys his taser. The taser does not strike Mr. Pellerin. Mr. Pellerin continues on his way. At this point, other officers converge on Mr. Pellerin, and he is walking. He's walking towards another Shell gas station across the highway. That Shell gas station across the highway is sort of adjacent to the motel that he was staying in. So essentially, Trayford was trying to get to home base. And given where we were in this country, as Black men and women, when you have a convergence of police on you, he was trying to get to light so that people could witness what may happen to him. The entire time he's in retreat mode. He fails to comply with their commands. He's walking, never running, and as he approaches the gas station, officers choose not to use tasers, not to use any other non-lethal force. And as he approaches the door, which was locked at that gas station, they fire over 15 shots at Trayford, 11 hitting him.
So his back was essentially to the police officers pretty much the entire time?
Well, not essentially. His back was to them the entire time. The only time that he turned around was when the officer that initially approached him, he put his hands in the air, then turned around and walked. The officer then calls another command out to him. He turns around to the officer, again, hands in the air, still retreating backwards when the taser was deployed. The taser did not work because the taser actually hit his satchel. It did not hit him. And he turned and continued to walk away.
Wow. Now, he was shot and killed the same weekend as Jacob Blake was shot by police in Kenosha, Washington. Why do you think his case didn't generate the same amount of publicity?
Me and Mr. Crump often talk about this. I think because Trayford happened second. I think if Trayford happened Sunday and Mr. Blake happened on Friday, it would be a different turn of events.
Well, how is the family handling the news that the grand jury failed to indict any one of the officers who killed him?
They're disappointed. After the Floyd decision, there was hope that in Louisiana, maybe Trayford would be the exception to the rule. Unfortunately, Trayford is par for the course. Par for the course in a lot of places in this country, but in particular Louisiana, where there are places in this country that we are wanting accountability. In Louisiana, we are so far behind that we just want the transparency part. We want that if there's a critical incident where there has body cam footage, to release it within at least 72 hours. They had to wait 9 months before this was publicly released. Compare that to George Floyd. Within 11 months of his murder, We had an arrest. Well, first the release of the footage, an arrest, an indictment, a settlement, and a conviction. It took 9 months just for the footage to be released and for the district attorney's office to essentially plagiarize the state police investigative report and use that as justification as to why there wasn't an indictment.
Wow, so you're saying something about plagiarism. Let's get into the DA in the case. You said yesterday that Don Landry, the DA, didn't tell you or the family what charges had been presented to the grand jury or against whom he had presented them. Have you received any more information on that today?
I have received information. We still don't know the names of the officers, but the 3 officers that actually fired the shots that killed Trayford were the ones brought to the grand jury. Secondly, the only charge that they chose to bring to the grand jury was the highest charge that they could, which was second-degree murder, which essentially was a poison pill to not get an indictment. Further, they seemed to solely rely on the state police investigative report. Now, let me tell you why that's a problem. One, I do not believe the police should investigate the police. I think it's ridiculous for us to ask them to do it, and I think it's ridiculous for us to accept any results because it's essentially them investigating their own cousins. There should be an independent body of citizens in law enforcement to investigate these issues, but that's for another day. Let's talk specifically about our state police in the state of Louisiana. We have 2 very high-profile cases. One, the Aaron Bowman case, the other, the Ronald Green case that happened with Troop F with the Louisiana State Police. In particular with the Ronald Green case, the case that I'm working closely with Attorney Lee Merritt on, they lied and told Mr. Green's family that he died in a car accident. It wasn't until we filed a lawsuit we learned 17 months after the fact that he was beaten to death. Car accident versus beaten to death. Yet this is the agency that we are asked to believe that are conducting non-biased independent investigations. And if you listen to the press conference from yesterday, you would absolutely come to the conclusion that that report written by the state police was absolutely biased.
So do you have any information in terms of whether the prosecutor retained a use of force expert to testify before the grand jury? Is it possible they did and that expert argued the shooting was justified?
From my understanding, they went solely on the report from the Louisiana State Police. And I'm using some common sense with this. If you looked at his press conference, literally at the backdrop right behind him, it said Louisiana State Police investigative report. And he read line by line from it. I would draw a reasonable conclusion that that is what was presented to the grand jury.
So, you know, we were actually talking about Ronald Green, and that's a story we're definitely going to be covering, and we'd love to have you to back on to talk about that because it's strikingly similar to what's going on with Andrew Brown. But as far as this case is concerned, what are the next steps?
Well, the civil case gets unlocked. We're no longer in legal purgatory, as I say. We now get to initiate discovery. We now get to depose the officers that were involved with this. We now get to look at the use of force policies of the Lafayette Police Department. We'll allow our use of force experts that we have already hired now get to look at the evidence and present a case to try to get closure for the family, as much closure as we can get for the family. And we're also going to ask that when there is a new U.S. attorney for the Western District of Louisiana, that they consider opening a civil rights investigation into this case. It should not have taken this long for this information to come out. The suppression of evidence from public consumption is a problem in the state of Louisiana. There are only 2 jurisdictions, law enforcement jurisdictions, NOPD and BRPD, that have policies in place where they release body cam, dash cam footage when there's a critical incident. Other than that, based on the Louisiana's Police Officers Bill of Rights, they get to hide behind the idea that it is an open investigation. And based on the fact that it is an open investigation, they are not obligated to release any information, thus suppressing any public interest in these stories.
Well, definitely appreciate you coming on tonight and talking about this case that not so many people know about, but we're definitely wanting to highlight this case and definitely have you back. Pellerin family attorney Ron Haley, thank you so much.
No, thank you very much. Talk to you soon.